Awesome. What's up, SC Reefer? Dude, prolific. You were actually the reason why I decided to do this. I don't do live streaming stuff. This is actually the first time. So, I figured I just got the tank. It was a good opportunity. Spend a couple minutes, just kind of show what's going on. Honestly, I didn't before this arrived. I got my bounce mushrooms in today. You've four of them. I think this is a worldwide coral. These are all worldwide coral, but this is an OG bounce, sun kissed. Forgot the name of this one, and this is a Mr. Blue. So, oh hey Ashes. There's an Astorina starfish. I'm currently Astorina free, but that's how it goes. There we go. Well, lighting's a little bit better, but it's gonna take some time. I should have prepared that beforehand. Anyways, so there's Astorina starfish in there. I'll take care of that. I'll finish the dip later. But anyways, so let's go out to the garage. Okay. So this is the SCA 90-gallon tank. I decided to make sure to open it up because you guys know what happened last time. There was a big old crack from a pallet jack hitting it during shipment, so that was kind of a pain. But it looks good, especially for the custom work that was done. But I did notice a pretty big problem, and I'm not sure how well you guys can see it. Right there on the right side of the hole, there is a crack. It's not really a crack. It's more of like I'm willing it. There's some damage right there. Same thing. You can see it right there as well. Little chip. So basically, I already spoke to Steve at SCA. They already did a water test when they did this, a leak test. They put the bulkheads on. They brought the water level all the way to the top. There was no leaking. So to me, that's really good enough. And honestly, the bulkheads are going to cover those chips up anyways. So I'm not hugely concerned, especially because this is not how normal SCA tanks work. Typically, they're Durso overflows, which have the 2 or 3 pipes depending on what size tank you get at the bottom. So what I had them do for me instead is, no, they didn't provide a synergy overflow. The way that this worked is they took the overflow box, they took it out, they took a piece of glass, and they siliconed it down over the original overflows. And this is going to give me more aquascaping space. What I did is I sent them a eShops Eclipse XL or L, whatever brand that was. It's the eShops brand of the external overflow box. So they use the template kit to drill these holes. So they put it back in here for me. So yeah, but basically yeah. So we got a few chips in the return as well as the drain itself, but I'll fix it. No big deal. I mean, the overflow, well, the bulkheads will cover it up, so not hugely concerned. But yeah, man, it does look nice though, especially for the custom work. Johnson, it was the large, and the fact that it's now 50% off pisses me off. I didn't get any special deal when I bought it, so I think it was 100 and low hundreds. It's a little bit, it's cheaper than the Synergy or Shadow Overflow. Forgot which one that is, but I'm excited for this because, with the 210, well 250, but 210 tank, the situation with that one is that it's a Durso, they have the internal overflow, so there's less space to aquascape, and because this is a smaller tank, I really wanted to make sure that I have as much space as possible. So that's what I ended up doing. I haven't even opened the box for this stand yet, but it's kind of hard. I have to go get my tripod for my phone and whatever. But yeah, so that's my situation right now. I'll be taking this in. I honestly don't think I can carry this myself. I'm not even going to try. Glass is heavy. But I'm going to call over a couple friends. One of them's a gym rat, and they'll help me hear it when they get off work. So, oh man. Anyways, let's go back inside. It's too damn hot. Fucking Texas. Oh, shit. Alexa, Turn off the timer. Okay, sorry. Need to stop this from dripping. Wrong way. See, this is what happens when I don't plan anything. God. All right, let's get this up. Actually, you know what? I don't even know what I want to do. So I have an Astorina starfish. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with it yet. I know some of them will actually eat coral and coralline algae, but I don't think this one will. This is the white kind, and I think it's only the dark or the black kind that will eat coral. So we'll see. I'm gonna kill it. Don't worry about it. Let me see if I can spot it. It was on the larger frag. May have hid somewhere. I know. I have a few pictures of it, but yeah, these are already actually looking pretty good. You see at the top right, you've got the OG bounce. Bottom right, I believe that is the biohazard. It's a little green. You see little green bubbles. Man, these are tiny. Prolific breed. And then you got in the middle right there the sun-kissed. I can't really see it. Let me see if I can turn this guy around. Yeah, okay. There's the Mr. Blue. So he actually recently fragged this one. That's why you have this extra cup just to hold everything in place. Doesn't really need it. It is attached to the frag plug. But what I want to do actually with these, and my bone cutters are here somewhere, I'm going to snip off the ends of the frag plugs, and I'm going to put them on frag discs. Just because I think having a little bit more space will be beneficial once they start popping out little babies, which will be a long time from now. So anyways, I only have 2 of them. I got them from, well, actually, I can go see if I have more. I got them from Aqua SD when I bought the Euphilia. Right, these guys. God, I love these. They're so awesome. They are not on rocks. They are just on the frag plugs. At least I think so. I mean, actually, you know what? They probably are. I can't see it right now. Hold on. Let me move some stuff out of the way. All right. I can take a better look now. Let me see. If this could focus, that would be fantastic. Yeah, usually they are. You don't want to glue these things. It looks like I mean, there may be a little bit of rubble on the bottom, but it's really hard to tell. Anyways, let's leave them alone. So before the water temperature gets a little bit higher, or lower, sorry, I'm going to go ahead and dip them with a Bayer and Coral RX. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll put up a video of that later, but, you know, well, I guess maybe I could record a little bit of it. Hold on. Let me see. See if I can put this up here on my tripod. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit easier. And sorry about that. I did not think this through when I started, so next time I'll plan this out a little bit better. I'm just adjusting the legs so you guys can actually see something. And not my dirty ass house. All right. Not optimal. That'll work, sure. Okay, so my normal method for dipping these corals is pretty straightforward. I always use about 2 cups of water, especially for small frags like these. And when I dip them, I usually start off with Bayer, Coral RX first, just so that, I mean, with Bayer, you know, it always causes the water to get milky white, and when that happens, it's really hard to see anything that comes off, because a big part of this is just in visually inspecting everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this first. So I have 2 cups of water. I did the math. It's about half a cup well, half a capful for the Bayer for 2 cups. So let's go and do that. All right. Alexa, start a timer for 8 minutes. God, I love Alexa.
Starting now.
Let me go get my turkey baster. All right. So yeah, basically this is me for the next, 8 minutes, and then another 10 minutes with Bayer, and then another 10 minutes of waiting for the stuff to get off the coral, and then another 10 minutes after that to make sure I don't put Bayer in the tank. It's pretty fun. If you guys have a recommendation for literally the smallest power head you can think of, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, it's also hard for me to see. So next time I'll figure this out so I can actually see the comments at the same time. But usually I don't sit here and do this the entire time. But yeah, you can see them closing up a little bit. They're not a fan. But right now, this is basically me trying to see if I can spot anything. They had a lot of copepods, which sometimes my immediate thought is that, oh God, they're flatworms, they're red bugs, the little tiny things I can't see. Yeah, there's a pod right there. Ugh. But yeah, Mr. Blue is basically completely closed up. For those of you that don't know, we're basically dipping some bounce corals that I got from a reefer on Reef to Reef. He sold me these for a really damn good price. I'll put a video of that together later, of course. But I'm not seeing anything that much anyways. Actually, you know what? I have to do something. This Mr. Blue, he did some extra packaging just to make sure that it would stay, because of it was just recently fragged. So let me get that out. Yeah, see this one's attached to some rubble, but it's all closed up right now. Nothing likes being dipped at all, so nothing. Oh, wear gloves? No, I don't wear gloves. Honestly, like I did that at the beginning, and all my videos recommend it, and I will continue to recommend. What's up, K-Reef? No, I'll continue to recommend people to wear gloves when they're using Bayer or Coral RX. But honestly, I'll go with. So okay, normal people when they use Bayer, they put about maybe 10 to 15 milliliters per cup. Okay. What's up, Josh? How's it going? I use probably about 30 milliliters per cup of Bayer, and that's because they did a couple tests that basically checked what can actually kill acropora-eating flatworms. It's to Bayer, And we got a lot of people in here. I actually wasn't expecting this. I was just expecting people to show up like Prolific. He's always on YouTube and Instagram. I see you. I see you always. I should probably do a little bit more of this. But no, I don't sit here and turkey base for the full 8 minutes. I mean, as long as you can spread it around, hit the frags, you should be good. Oh, man. Actually, I still haven't even asked my friends to come help me move the tank yet. Didn't really think that one through. Originally, my boss wasn't even going to let me take the half day so I could come and accept the delivery of the tank. We've been getting some flack from working from home, so kind of a problem. But got a half day, so works all right. What's up, Shyster? Crypto and reef. Like, does your channel cover cryptocurrency and reef stuff? That's an odd mix. I mean, it works. I mean, I'm not going to complain. Hell, hold on. I don't know if you can see it. Way back there in the corner. That's my good old mining rig. It's not on right now because I was making an update to the OS, but yeah. Anyways, this is nothing to do with crypto. So let's go ahead and get back to it. Anyways, while that is sitting there, Alexa, how much time left on the timer?
You have 2 minutes and
Okay,
50
got 2
seconds
minutes.
left on the rate limit
So,
timer.
I guess for a little bit, we can look at some stuff in the tank while we wait. No reason to just stare at a container. The one thing that I'm pretty excited about, and I know one person on our Discord is always excited about, are my speckled krakatoas. The pally right there in the center. And I'm super excited about this one. And I talked about it in my last video on softies for two reasons. And I didn't actually know this in the video. So you can see right there at the edge, there's a baby. Actually came really quickly. And when it closed yesterday, when I was messing around with the rock work, I noticed at the front right there was a second baby. So within the matter of having this frag for like good, um, yeah, I mean, I don't like to look at coral like dollars. I'm not a local fish store, but you know. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I mean, this is the first live stream I've done on the channel. Hopefully we can do more in the future. Get some fire emeralds. You know, I'm pretty versed in SPS designer names, but not really Zoas or Pallies. Are fire emeralds? Are they one of the hot ones? The new hotness? And yeah, I do think of them as an investment, right? I mean, this whole thing can be eventually, you know, they'll get too large, they'll start causing shadowing. I can take some frags, take those frags, maybe sell them, maybe give you guys the opportunity to pick them up first. You know, I don't know. Eventually, I'm gonna have Aaron's Aquatics, Coral Empire, and Emporium, and Curiosities. Goddamn. Yeah, next time I'm gonna get the lighting correct on the tank because I didn't think about it before I started live streaming, and if I close the app, then it causes problems. But yeah, actually, one of the other things that I was looking at that I'm not too sure about, um, the lighting makes this a little bit awkward, but right here, this is a stylo, and both of these two right here are bird's nests. This one's always been doing really well. This one right here has amazing polyp extension, but the inside of it is a little bit wider than it should be. It's really, the camera's terrible right now, but it's actually more yellow than it is white. And technically, this is uh, a yellow bird's nest, which, you know, it should. It's just as hard to tell when it's yellow and when it's white. Like, are you bleaching? Are you not bleaching? You know, that kind of thing. Anyways, hold on. I will get to your question about the Montes in a second. My timer just finished. Alexa, stop the timer. Okay. So this is done with the coral arts. Let's go ahead and do the bear. I still need to get some water real quick, but hold on. So like I said, I usually do about 30 milliliters per cup because that's what actually kills aquapore eating flatworms. In this particular case, since these are softies, I mean, I think I'm just gonna stick with maybe like 15, like my usual. What is it? So 15, 2 cups, 30 milliliters. How many ounces are in, Alexa, how many ounces are in 30 milliliters?
30 milliliters is 1 fluid ounce.
Okay, hey, 1 ounce. There we go. Perfect. I'm ruined by technology, by the way. Completely ruined. Okay. Let's go and put this in here. I'll clean this out in a second. Get 2 cups of water from the tank. Drip it all over my floor. Wonderful. Oh, God. Not the best with that. But anyways. So let's go ahead, start mixing this up real quick before we put the frags in. All right, hold on. So let's go and put this one in. This one. Alexa, start a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
All right. So I've gone ahead and started the timer for the bear. Let me go quickly watch because I technically just touched, you know, I touched bear, and that's not very good. Don't do that, kids. Hands have been rinsed. We are good to go. No glove, no love. All right, I will clean this little container later. So basically, my method after this is to let them sit here for 10 minutes. Then I put an equal part 2 cups water in another container, let them kind of get that Bayer off for another 2 minutes. And then I do that a second time for another, and did I say 2 minutes? 10 minutes. And then I'll do it a second time for another 10 minutes. Anyways, I don't know who asked about the question on the designer Montipora. Got stung by a bird's nest? How is that even possible? I don't even do that. Okay, so the Monties that I have, let's go ahead and take a look. I have, again, my camera right now isn't going to be able to pick up the colors of this just because I'm on my phone and not my DSLR. But right here, this is a Tropic Thunder Montipora. It encrusts quite a bit, but it also plates at the edge of things. So that one is actually probably my favorite, and it's actually started encrusting. I haven't had it for too long, but it's encrusting quite well, so I'm happy about that one. Let me get over here. This is, they call this Mr. Grinch. It's green with little red speckles. Honestly, they call it Mr. Grinch. My guess is it might be a season's greetings or something like that. Nothing super special. Thunder from down under. But this too has also been encrusting pretty well. But just so you guys know, I did go through some Montipora eating flatworms. I recently beat them, probably about a week or 2 ago. Basically, I've had them on this frag rack for over a month, probably a month and a half. And every 3 days, I would take them out, dip them in Bayer and Coral RX. Basically, exactly what I'm doing right now to kill the life cycle of the nudibranchs, because I think they breed and their eggs hatch every 72 hours or something like that. So that's what I did, and I dipped them for a solid month of not even seeing them, right? So wrasses certain wrasses like yellow wrasses, I believe. Actually, no, I don't. I mean, I know wrasses will eat them, but I'm not sure what specific ones will. I was thinking of flatworms. Because a YouTuber friend of mine and a friend of mine outside of YouTube, he has a flatworm problem that eat euphyllia. I know wrasses will take care of that. But anyways, yeah, Melanoris wrasse. Probably one of the more designer Monties that I have is this one right here. It's absolutely beautiful. I picked this up from Reef Currents 2018, which is probably the largest coral event in Houston, Texas. It is a Seven Heavens Monty from Jason Fox, and that's actually where I got to meet Jason Fox. So that was pretty cool. So to me, this frag probably has more sentimental value than anything else. So that was pretty nice. I picked up also from him these those zoas. I'm not sure what they're called, honestly. I talked about that in my last video. So those are pretty nice. I picked up a couple other things from them too, but let me see. Is that it? No, well, technically I have my red Monty cap. Again, lighting is off. Damn it. It's not actually red. It's pretty much solid white in this picture. Yeah, that's just a generic Monty cap. And that was actually my girlfriend's choice. She really wanted to have the Monty cap. She likes to see those little like plating layers and stuff like that. So I don't know if I want to keep it there, by the way, because eventually that will cause shadowing over some of these right here. So what I may do with it is take it and attach it to the back wall right there, and then have it kind of come forward when it starts doing the little plating bit. But honestly, the only coral in my tank that's really doing plating that much is this Hollywood Stunner chalice, which, I mean, to no one's surprise, has been growing pretty well, doing pretty nice. Yeah, I know you can probably put them low on the rock. I guess I'll have to look more into that. I'm not as familiar with Monties as I am with other things. Tyler, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is actually my first live stream here on this channel. Anyways, I used to do gaming, and that was fun. Anyways, so we got the Bayer going. That's doing its thing. But actually, while that's working, I can show you guys a few things while we're at it. Just near the bottom. For those of you that or haven't been on this or seen this yet on the stream, I did get the SCA 90-gallon tank this afternoon. They just dropped it off actually, probably about 30 minutes ago. It's looking great. I'm pretty happy. There are a few cracks near the return and the drain bulkheads, like this one and this one, but on the other side. I did talk to the one of the reps, and they did leak test it. They brought the water level all the way to the top, so I'm perfectly fine with, hey, I mean, as long as it works, that chip is going to be covered up by the bulkhead anyways, so I'm not really that concerned. So the reason why the middle is glossy is that normally SCA tanks are only supposed to be used with a Durso overflow. And so both the back and the front have these little like compartments around it that, well, internally you have the overflow box, right? They actually took that out and siliconed a piece of glass over where the Durso holes are. Because honestly, I didn't want to go with Durso again. Wasn't really interested. All I wanted was to have an external overflow box, get as much aquascaping space as possible, and just kind of go from there. But anyways, we've already talked about that.